Question 11. In Blood in the Clock Tower, what role thinks they're a demon but they aren't?
A lunatic.
I put the amnesiac technically can have such a role.
No, they can't.
Correct. Yep.
Yes, they can. Why
No,
not?
they can't, because amnesiac is
why
a
not? Why
townsfolk
can't?
role.
Why can't they?
Because we're not playing on a video on our channel.
Why can't the amnesiac have an ability that makes
Because
them
they,
think they're a demon?
because they don't. That's not how the role works.
Well, yeah, it can.
No, it can't.
There's nothing in the rules that says they
I
can't
have
have
added that rule.
No, I'm sorry, I'm giving myself a point. The amnesiac is allowed.
Amnesiac.
The amnesiac can do
on
that.
the Clock Tower.
There's
well,
nothing,
no,
there's nothing
actually,
that says that their ability
no,
can't
actually,
be
Zoe,
that.
because the question is once again, what role might think they are the demon but they aren't? An amnesiac will not think they are the demon.
An
they will know that they are
amnesiac might think they're the demon if that's the ability
Absolutely
they've been
not.
given.
They will think they are the amnesiac.
Yes. If you don't believe, then you're limiting your
How
games.
about we get Xylus in and ask him?
Nah, he'll decide.
You know what? Yes.
I think this is good. Can an amnesiac ever have a demon's token and think they are the demon?
Can an amnesiac ever have the demon's token and think they're the demon?
Yeah, so is there ever a world where...
Can the amnesiac's ability essentially be the lunatic's ability?
Yeah. Is it...
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Fuck you, Xylus, you prick.
Well, the reason for that being is you come up with what the amnesiac's power. Actually, in saying that,
But you see, the problem I have is that the amnesiac...
You should have left out the yes. You should have left out
The
the
problem I
yes.
have is the amnesiac wouldn't get the demon's token.
I retracted. The entire...
Yes, but they can.
The entire power of the ability, the amnesiac, is that they also have a chance to guess it. If they don't know they're the amnesiac,
okay.
they don't
I'm
get the
saying
ability to
that
guess
it's a really shit ability where you give them the demon token, and then on the first night you wake them up and ask them to guess.
Well, here's the question, Xylus. This was the question in the pub quiz, right? In Blood in the Clock Tower,
Like,
what
I'm
role
not saying
might
it's
think...
good.
Zoe? What?
Look,
Well,
I'm
so
not
let me
saying
finish.
it's good, I'm just
let me
saying it's
finish you.
possible.
What role might think they're the demon, but they aren't? Now, technically,
lunatic.
An amnesiac
can have that.
possibly might still think they are for a brief moment.
Yes. I'm not saying it's a good ability, and I'm not saying that it would last the entire game, and it wouldn't be anywhere near as
real
effective
quick
as a
question.
lunatic, but it's possible.
What's the main difference between fog and mist?
Yeah, actually, this is more important.
Really quick question.
I don't know if there is a distinct
Density,
definition
right?
between...
It's not density.
I would say density and say that fog is thicker.
Thank you.
but-
Yes, fog and sticker is the important part. It's visibility.
What makes it thick? What makes it thicker?
Multiple
Silas?
different things.
I'm not a scientist.
No, of course you're not. Of course you're not. Mate.
Exactly.
You're not expected to know that. You're not expected to know that.
Exactly.
It's not. It's
He
not
is a
humanity.
scientist. He's
It's not
being
humanity.
humble.
But I
He's
do
being
know a
humble.
lot about Blood in the Clock Tower, so let's get back to that for
the
a
question.
sec.
The question wasn't about like, is this a good ability? Should you give this to the amnesiac? The wording was specifically,
I'm going to
What
say...
role might think they are the demon?
Might think they are the demon. At some point in time, an amnesiac could think that.
I would say it fundamentally goes against how the amnesiac works, because an amnesiac is
it does.
supposed...
I'm not disagreeing with that part.
No. Amnesiac is supposed to know that they're an amnesiac. They just don't know what else with it. If you make the ability that they don't even know that they're an amnesiac, then I think that
No,
goes
I'm
against
saying the ability.
how...
The ability is that they are given the demon token. Until they are woken up on the first night, they think they are the demon. But then the storyteller wakes them up within 1 minute of the game starting to ask them for their amnesiac guess. So they think they are the demon for about 30 seconds of an entire game. But that fulfills the requirement of the question.
Yeah, I think.
No. I think the fundamental answer needs to be no. And if you do make them a demon and they don't know that there's an amnesiac, you need to add a bootlegger.
What about it's an amnesiac who thinks they're a demon and an atheist is in the game?
Someone... Well, that could be interesting, actually.
That way the storyteller doesn't have any reason to wake up the amnesiac.
Oh, that's interesting, Silas. I'm actually kind of convinced by Zoe now, to be honest.
I'm fighting for this hard.
Yeah, I think she's fighting too hard, and
Because her original answer was an absolute joke.
Yeah, it
answer.
was.
She knows
it was.
what she's
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
But now she's full on.
I'm trying to think of a world where it could actually happen.
Hold on. What was the question?
In Blood in the Clock Tower, what role might think they are the demon, but they aren't?
The amnesiac might.
If the question is verbatim that, then the answer is every role, because an atheist can ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
The problem is in the might.
Yes.
If you say what role thinks they're a demon but aren't, you remove the might.
What role
then
has
she
the
has no.
specific ability
Then she
that
has
makes-
no leg to stand on. The
Yeah.
problem here is the word
I
might.
see.
I'm getting you on the word might, and that is basically
By the way,
everything
did
I
you see
told
somebody
you.
put in
Can
the...
anyone in either chat come by and shoot me in the head?
Right, that's enough. We're moving on.
The funny thing is, I don't care.
Right,
I just,
thank you, Silas,
because
for
you
the
know
help.
I
We
would have
know.
put
Yeah, we
lunatic
know.
down.
You're welcome.